Hey E-Team, Brett Violet again. In this video, we're going to show you the Prospect Converter CRM system and specifically the setup of your profile in that system. First thing to do is to go to the website, which is bhhsnj.prospectconverter.com, and put your email address in that we have on file for you as your login name. That is your default login name. And then your password is going to be your email address up until, but not including the @ symbol. Once you put that in and log in, you're going to come to the dashboard for your CRM. And a lot of information here, such as for company leads, how many leads were you offered and accepted over different periods of time. Personal leads, you do have the ability to put your own leads in if you like to use the system to manage your own leads. And then tasks and to-dos. We're actually going to be looking at some examples of that in the next video when we're looking at leads management. So this is a quick view of your dashboard. And in this video, we want to go through your profile settings, which you're going to get to by clicking this gear at the top right. And when you do, you'll see the profile gives you the option of changing your name, not that you would, and then changing your login ID and password, which you could do at any time. The email address is the email you're going to be using, and your mobile phone is the number that we're going to be using to text you your lead offers. And some email applications do require the service provider, so if you can, just click from the drop down. Hopefully your service provider will be there. And then finally on this screen, you have the ability to set yourself for lead availability. Now by default, we are not offering leads to the E-Team from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. So you won't be getting texts and emails overnight for the E-Team leads. You would still have the option to get offers overnight for your own listings through the Realtor.com Advantage Pro program. But for the E-Team, we will not be offering the leads overnight. We'll hold them until 8 a.m. However, if you want to set your own custom schedule, you can do that. Either, let's say Monday through Friday, you have the same schedule, or you could click this plus sign. And for any days of the week, you can say when you're going to be available in general. And this is just your default schedule. If you decide that for certain days of the week, you do not want to receive offers at all, you would click this box. And in another minute, I'm going to show you how you could set some options for unavailability when you're going away and things like that. But one thing that you should always keep in mind is that we generally offer leads on a round robin basis based upon who has gone the longest without a lead offer. So if you know that you're not going to be available to take a lead, it certainly behooves you to make yourself unavailable so you don't miss your spot in the order. And we also don't want the customer to have to wait the full 3 minutes if you know you can't accept it anyway. So we'd rather just be able to offer the leads to agents that are available. So this is where you set your default schedule. And then finally, if you want to set use the other options for schedule, you would click this blue box at the top that says currently available for leads. And this gives you some other options. If I look at the drop down here, the default schedule is what we just set. If you want to even set a default schedule, if you want to always be available, again, we're not offering overnight. But if you want to always be available, you don't have to set a default schedule. But let's say in this example, you're heading out of town Friday and you don't want to have to remember to make yourself unavailable. Gives you the option of selecting available for leads until. And let's just say we're going to select Friday and then you're going to save that. Another option is that, let's say you're heading out now, you can select that you're unavailable for leads until, and then pick a date. Either the date you know you're going to be back or a later date. And then when you do come back, if it's earlier, you could always go back to your default schedule and turn off this, we'll call it vacation agent. And then finally, if you know you're going to be running out showing houses today for the next several hours or something like that, you can select unavailable for. And this is where you could select as short as 3 minutes, although I don't think that's very important. up until several hours or several days. And again, once you're available again, you can always come back in here and make yourself available again. So that's a quick look at the setup of your account. And the next video, we're going to focus on the managing of your leads that you accept and that you create within the system.